quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Tuesday night CFSL playoff action. Damon Ware joined by Cade Padgett. We have the defending champions, North Carolina Tar Heels, against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Cade, not often do we find the defending champions to be considered the underdog. What can they do to extend their shot at repeating as champions?
Yeah, underdogs indeed. 5.5-point favorites are the Iowa Hawkeyes over the defending national champions. And I talked to AD Daniel Gunn coming into this one. We got a great return here by Iowa.
All the way out to the 41 is Kane Harris, a 39-yard return.
So I talked to Gunn and I asked him, I said, hey, you're the underdogs, but you're the reigning national champions. How are you feeling? What do you think? He's like, you know what? We always got nerves for any postseason game, but we have to do what we trust and what got us here.
And right away, Murphy is going to start with the pass deep, aggressive pass there. It's incomplete. Will bring up 2nd and 10.
And Declan Murphy this season, one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the CFSL, over a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
3 receivers, the left, one on the right. Murphy keeps it on the read option. Murphy running left, picks up 7 yards. And real quick, Cade, in the chat, Mike said Iowa hosting a quarterfinal playoff game. Who would have thunk it? Well, if you remember week 1, we told Mike that Iowa would be good. He just didn't believe us. 3 receivers to the right for Murphy. Under pressure, throws in the middle, and it is knocked free, and it would have been a nice completion, but the defense with the play.
Yeah, when Mike heard that y'all were picking Iowa to win the Big Ten, it was like, whoa, what's going on? But the second-year program, Iowa Hawkeyes, took the league by storm, held the #1 ranking at one point this season, and just came in as the #2 team out of the Big Ten. And I asked Measy about it. I said, how are you feel like that? Like, is it a little surreal? He's like, it's been incredible. I took over. The goal was to build something. It wasn't just about wins. It was about culture. Seeing this group buy into that vision is special. And every week we have gotten better and better, and it has led us to this point.
The Tar Heels, their first offensive drive of the night, starts with a 2-by-2 set. Hancock quickly throwing left. That one is not free. And so far, Kate, early, it's a defensive battle.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit of a defensive one. It's a little windy here tonight, a little chilly, 43 degrees here in Iowa City, about 7 miles an hour at kickoff. You can see it as the cold breath is coming out of the players.
Empty set for the freshman quarterback. 3 receivers to the right. The halfback moves back. It's a read option. Hancock loses 3 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. We have a watch streak by James.
Yeah, I love that Twitch is doing these watch streaks. James is on a 30-game watch streak. It's got to put my 19-game watch streak to shame, so I appreciate it, James.
Thank you, guys. We love supporting the CFSL. We're talking about the playoffs, y'all. 3rd and 13 for Hancock, taking a shot to the left. Has a receiver. It's a first down. And Xavier King, 20 yards on the reception.
Xavier King, 837 yards, 7 touchdowns on the season for the 4-star sophomore out of Starkville, Mississippi. It's been one of the big play guys for freshman Johnny Hancock this season. Hancock, 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns on the season. He has been a very good option, replacing national championship winning quarterback Cole Mantell.
At the 41 left hash mark is Hancock. He's going to quickly pass out of the backfield, incomplete. And both teams, you got to love the Veterans Day tributes with the jerseys.
Yeah, happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there in the league and any of your family members that are veterans. Both North Carolina and Iowa paying their respects.
Absolutely. Hancock play action rolls right, takes a shot to the middle, and a great deflection. Xavier Ziegler knocking that one down. Will bring up 3rd and goal. And yes, we're talking about the playoffs.
It is playoffs here. Ziegler, 3 interceptions on the season, 4 pass deflections. Good job breaking it up.
Here we go for Hancock. He's taking a shot deep down the middle. Had a receiver and just unfortunately overthrew it just a tad, 15, 20 yards.
And Johnny Hancock, I'm not going to say it, Johnny Hancock right there, just needed to take a little bit off of it. The wind, like we said, about 7-8 miles per hour in Iowa City, so you're going to have to account for that when you're throwing the ball deep on those crossing patterns and those deep play action shots.
Manny Mercy with the return, and it is 43 degrees. It's clear, but as we mentioned, a little bit of wind. We do think the 30 bits from West 843. 3 receivers to the left now for Murphy. He throws this one, floats it to the left, finds his receiver. A stiff arm still on his feet. Kevin Gray, 15 yards, but he made every bit of that himself.
Yeah, that was all Kevin Gray right there. That ball kind of hung up in the air by Declan Murphy. Again, the wind it's really playing a factor here early, but look at this. Gray, 1 broken tackle, 2 broken tackles, 3 broken tackles. It took 5 Tar Heels to push him out of bounds and bring him down.
That exceptional effort from Gray. And now it is 1st and 10 from the 45 of Iowa. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Murphy. Murphy quickly throws left, has his receiver. It's actually his halfback, Manny Mercy. 3-yard reception, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I can to guarantee you Declan Murphy's feeling the win right here, and now he's going to start playing it a little safe, taking what the defense is going to give him.
3 receivers to the right. It's going to be the read option. Murphy keeps it himself. Murphy running by defenders across midfield to the 38 of North Carolina, and it's 1st down for the Hawkeyes.
I'm going to need someone to fact check me on this. Declan Murphy, 725 rushing yards on the season, but he doesn't have a rushing touchdown?
Well, his name is not Ryan Moreland. He believes in sharing the football. So there is that. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and this will be a handoff, and this is going to be Mercy. 8 yards on the carry, 2nd and 2.
Manny Mercy getting a lot of touches early. A little curious to see when we're going to call Bo Styles his name. But regardless, Manny Mercy, Manny Mercy is starting tonight.
3 receivers to the left now, 1 to the right. Murphy hands this off to Mercy. Mercy running right, breaking free, 9 yards. This is not his first start. I believe his first start of his career, he had over 100 rushing yards.
Well, Manny Mercy coming on, taking the lead by storm. Kind of everyone, when you think of Iowa, you thought of Bo Styles, but Manny Mercy right here, he's kind of surprising the defense.
2-by-2 set under pressure. Murphy throws left, has his receiver, and that's going to be Styles in the passing game, 17 yards, and a 1st and goal for the Hawkeyes.
And right there, you look at the throw by Declan Murphy. It's a frozen rope. It gets to Styles in a hurry. It's right on the number 1. That's what you want to do if you're a quarterback in a windy, cold night. You got to put a lot of zip on it so it doesn't hang over the middle.
How about the blitz being picked up to allow Murphy to find Styles on that play? 2 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. They're at the 3-yard line, hands it off to Styles. Up the middle, and Styles taken down at the goal line. It's going to be 2nd and goal for Iowa.
And Mac Foster stopping the bulldozer right there. Mac truck meet bulldozer, and Foster wins the rep, keeping him out of the end zone.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mercy in the backfield. Mercy gets carry. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Just an absolutely beautiful drive by Iowa, responding to getting the ball back and going up early. 8 plays, 67 yards, a little under 2 minutes off the clock here, and that is what we have come to know Iowa as. One of the most efficient, one of the most effective offenses in the CFSL, and they take the lead early.
And the extra point is good by Kylie Eden. So as you mentioned, Iowa on top 7-0. We appreciate each and every one of you joining us live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. It is season 24 playoffs here in the CFSL, and playoffs are always a special time. A nice return. Frankie Frederick, one of the rare tight ends who you see in the return game, who's extremely dangerous.
Well, Frankie's also one of the rare tight ends with over 1,000 receiving yards in the CFSL. Ben Cosin, 100 bits in chat. Thank you, Ben.
Here we go. It's 1st and 10, and this is going to be a running play as Eric Martin runs left. And Kate, I'm not for sure everybody in the CFSL remembers this, but it is Biddy Tuesday.
Are you wearing your CFSL Show Me Some Biddy shirts that you got to hang out?
I'm not, but I should have. And so now 2nd and 4, and Hancock absolutely leveled, trying to keep that one. Mormon with a heck of a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Colt Mormon just went after Hancock from the jump, took the pitch man. They had had the read man. They've had a one for the pitch. Ben Cosin, another 100 bits in chat. Ben's trying to get the hype train going by himself.
So now 2-by-2 for Hancock in the gun. Martin comes out for a pass. Martin receives the pass, not able to hold on to it. He turns upfield just a little bit too early.
Yeah, as Cardinals sin number one as a receiver, especially a running back out of the backfield, you got to catch the ball before you turn upfield. And yeah, Eric Martin might have had a chance to turn it into something, but again, you don't get to do anything if you don't hold on to the ball.
Here is another punt from North Carolina. Manny Mercy, the 12-yard return. And look, we got some biddies going on. 200 from 4CD. We got some 23 from Measy. I mean, it is Biddy Tuesday. Let's have some love. I mean, help get me excited here, you guys. 1st and 10 for Murphy in the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking a shot deep down the left side. Has a receiver. Holy cow. Downfield, Manny Mercy, the halfback. 44 yards downfield. That is how you have a big play on 1st down.
Lord have mercy in this first quarter. Manny Mercy doing it all. 50 bits from Torrey, that dude. 11 bits from West. We love showing the biddies. The hype train is in the station. David Ware, I spoke to Measy before the game, and when I asked him for a quote for this game, it made me want to run through a brick wall. I said, how are you feeling? He said, we didn't come this far to flinch now.
I mean, I'm ready to fight for Iowa, and I'm not even on Iowa after that one. We'll see what they do here. Mercy with the carry, goes left. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
It is all Manny Mercy in this first quarter. His second rushing touchdown. It is many drives for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Bet another 100 bits in chat. Manny Mercy, he got hyped up in that locker room by Measy in the pregame, saying, well, you know what? This is not where the Hawkeyes' dream season ends.
Absolutely. Kylie Eden with the second extra point. It is up and good. So 14-0. 4:22 left in the first quarter. Again, we are live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube, and we're coming live on Facebook as these playoffs has been special, Cade, doing the 3 streams at one time.
It really has been. 4CD, another 200 bits in chat. David, you're asking, and they're giving the biddies.
I love it. Keep showing the biddies, my friends. Frankie Frederick, a 25-yard return for North Carolina. So far, their offense has not looked like they are a national championship contender. They have been stifled by the Hawkeye defense so far.
And Johnny Hancock 1 for 6 on passing so far. And I talked to Daniel Gunn before the game about Hancock. I'll get to it after this play.
So it is 1st and 10. Martin comes back after lined up his receiver read option. Hancock keeps himself, runs left, and is taken down after a 1-yard gain.
300 bits from Mike. The hype train has started. I talked to Daniel Gunn about Johnny Hancock and said, how has he stepped in as a freshman to lead this reigning national team back to the postseason? He came in day one as was an instant leader in the locker room. He immediately stepped into this offense, has been able to make any throw that we have asked from him. And you just want to relay that confidence back to Johnny Hancock here on this drive.
At the 28-yard line, Martin will get the carry running left. Hit by 2 defenders, taken down for a 2-yard loss as we have that dude with 50 biddies. Thank you very much, Corey. We appreciate you.
We are on the level 1 hype train, 71% of the way through it. I mean, keep bringing those biddies. Here, let's see if North Carolina can get a second, 3rd down conversion.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Martin to the right of Hancock in the gun now. Here is the snap. It's 3rd and 11. Hancock taking a shot right. Has a receiver. This is the biggest play of the night for the Tar Heels. Frankie Frederick, 30 yards downfield, and the Tar Heels have something cooking.
And that was North Carolina's offense all year. Get the ball to number 13. Frankie Frederick, we all remember that record-setting night that Frederick had as Ben Cosin, another 200 bits, then another 100 bits, so 300 from Ben, another 100 from OG Vaughn. The hype train is at 96% of level 1.
3 receivers to the left now, 1 to the right. Hancock throwing left, has a receiver, finds Ethan Schuler. That's a 10-yard reception. 1st down.
Ethan Schuler, the backup tight end, only 17 catches on the season, but does have 2 touchdowns, the sophomore out of Liberty Hill, Texas. If you're North Carolina, you really just have to settle Johnny Hancock down and take what the defense is going to give you.
Now at the 34 of Iowa, running right is Martin. He is taken down after a 7-yard gain, and that brings up 2nd and 3, Cade.
A good carry by Eric Martin. It really takes a lot of pressure off of Johnny Hancock when you can turn around and go, hey, we're in 2nd and 3. Everything is in front of you right now.
2nd and 3, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And quickly passing to the middle, finds his receiver, Troy King Jr. And now Hancock has the 2nd best passing season in school history, passing Kevin Price's season 22 record.
Congratulations to the freshman. The stars are the ceiling for Johnny Hancock. 7 bits from Ben.
And here is Hancock. Blitz is coming. He throws left. Does a good job seeing where the blitz is, throwing to it. Finds Schuler for a 12-yard reception. 1st and goal for the Tar Heels.
And right as I finish talking, Ben throws another 7 bits in chat. And this has been a really good settle-down drive from Johnny Hancock.
It has. And again, he is a freshman, as you mentioned, which is amazing. The read option, Hancock keeps it himself. Gets down to the 1.5. It's an 8-yard carry. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Johnny Hancock does love to throw. It averages 46 passing attempts a game. Only averages about 9 rushing attempts a game, but does average a touchdown on the ground.
Here we go up the middle. Schuler to the line of scrimmage, no more. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And good job by Jesse Briones. We got another 12 bits from Ben. 5 gifted subs to the community from Mike. We are into a level 3 hype train.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left now for Hancock. Martin's in the backfield. Hancock going to keep it himself. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Hawkeyes defense did a great job, but the Tar Heels are going for it.
I love this decision to go for it, David Ware. 100 bits from Mike. Good job by Aaron Skinner, but let's see what North Carolina can do.
3 receivers to the right for Hancock. Blitz is coming. He throws right, and the defense knocks it free. A turnover on down. The Hawkeyes bending and not breaking, or as Measy said, not flinching here.
Yeah, trying to find Xavier King in the end zone, but it was just a better timing by Fritz Donlin getting there as the ball gets there. I love the decision to go for it. I love the play call. It was just better execution on the end of Iowa. But David Ware, we are now in safety watch.
And we are. This Tar Heel defense can create havoc. And Murphy rolling right, throwing right, and he will be taken down after a 6-yard gain. That's Jackson Strong.
Yeah, real strong lowering of the head right there by Jackson Strong to level the defender and kind of give his quarterback just a little bit of breathing room.
2nd and 4, Mercy in the backfield behind Murphy. And it's going to be the triple option. Murphy running right. Murphy keeping himself taken down after a 9-yard carry. It's 1st and 10.
A good carry by Declan Murphy to get the first down, but I'd really like him to see him pitch that ball. He had a lot of space up the sideline for Brikeem Alvarez.
1st and 10 now. Iowa making some moves. Murphy taking a shot deep down the left side. Has a receiver streaking downfield. The Hawkeyes offense is not done. The 10-5 touchdown Hawkeyes.
Kane Harris, a big play receiver for the Hawkeyes, leading the team with 8 receiving touchdowns, gets his 9th right there, and back in the shadow of their own end zone. 3 plays later, they're in the other end zone for 6. Is there anything that this Iowa Hawkeye team can't do in this first quarter?
I'm going to tell you, North Carolina marching downfield, Kid. I thought they were taking the momentum back. Their upperclassmen really kind of leading the charge. The 4th down stop by Iowa Hawkeyes, and then quickly marching downfield. And now 21-0. All my bingo cards, none of them have this. Have you checked yours?
I was playing Loteria since my wife is Latina, and no, one of my Loteria cards had this. Seats with 11 bits in chat. Tori, that dude, 50 bits in chat. Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe that all 3 of the first 4 quarterfinal games have started like this, David.
I mean, it is absolutely wild, especially after the first round. I mean, the first round was absolutely phenomenal. Looking at the Hawkeyes defense so far, giving up only 92 yards. Majority of those yards on the last drive, but they have not gave up any points.
Yeah, and if you're Daniel Gunn, you're talking to Johnny Hancock on the sideline. Just settle down. We're still in this.
So here we go. Hancock and the Tar Heels quickly throwing right. Finds Frankie Frederick, the big weapon for Hancock, and it's a 4-yard reception.
Again, that's all Johnny Hancock has to do. All he has to do is just take what the defense gives him and just find it.
Here we go, 2nd and 6. And Hancock will throw left, finds Eric Martin, missed the block. Eric Martin somehow makes something out of nothing. I thought he was going to be left for dead after the block was missed.
And it's a good job by Martin turning, like you said, nothing into something, setting up a 3rd and inches here. Frosty, I had the first 2. We got another 100 bits from Ben. The hype train is 44% on level 3.
I would love to get level 5 like we had last week. Hancock taking a shot to the right side, has our receiver. The Tar Heels 10-5 touchdown. Tar Heels.
And after Iowa has the big play, North Carolina says, all right, it's time to take the jackets off and warm up. What a throw by Johnny Hancock to hit Frankie Frederick at the end of the first quarter on an absolute missile of a throw on what is one of my favorite routes, the corner route.
Yeah, it was a fantastic route right there. The Tar Heels showing why they are the defending champions, Cade. This is a team that at any point you can never count out because they can light it up. But at the end of the first quarter, 21-7, Tar Heels making some moves. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome back to the second quarter. We are live and we are having a blast. David Ware, Cade Padgett in the booth with you, CFSL. As Iowa started out 21-0, we'll see if the Tar Heels can get another stop.
We got another 300 bits from Ben, 50 from 4CD, and the hype train has completed 61% of level 3, but this Iowa Hawkeyes offense was itching to get back out on the field.
1st and 10, Murphy keeps it himself, breaking free from the first defender. A second defender does bring him down, but so far, a great performance, and we missed in between at the end of the first quarter here in Iowa City. Everyone waves at the Children's Hospital. Kate, there is not a tradition in college football any better than that.
No, I have no affiliation to the Iowa Hawkeyes, but that is on my bucket list to go to a game and watch the Kinnick wave.
Oh, absolutely. Here we go. Mercy running left, 5 yards on the carry, 3rd and 2.
A good opportunity here for North Carolina to kind of pump the brakes a little bit on what has been an electric Iowa offense in this first half and maybe swing that momentum chain back to their side.
So now 3rd and 2, pull back in motion. It's going to be Murphy on the read option running left. He does pick up the first down, 1st and 10.
A good read by Declan Murphy, but I really like the rally by the North Carolina defense. It's cold out here, David, and when you got 3, 4, 5 guys hitting you at the same time, it's going to start taking its toll.
It will. That 43-degree temp will bite you in the butt if you're not careful. And here's Murphy throwing right, finds Alvarez for 7-yard reception.
And Raheem Alvarez's first catch of the night, typically calling his name a little bit earlier, 31 catches, 435 yards on the season. But it was really great downfield blocking by the likes of Dante De La Vega and company.
2nd and 3 now for the Hawkeyes. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rolling left, Murphy finds his receiver. It's Strong with the 5-yard reception.
Good job by Jackson Strong, second catch of the night for the big tight end. And again, Declan Murphy, he is so efficient, 8 of 10 so far tonight.
So now 1st and 10, 2 receivers to the left. The read option, the defense bit on Mercy all day long, but they still come in and take a 1-yard loss.
And Angel Lopez right there. You see it from the corner spot. The 3-star freshman forced Declan Murphy to kind of stop his feet, cut back inside, and really gave him a chance to go to the near hip, near shoulder, and just bring him down.
Now 2nd and 11, 2 receivers to the right. Murphy can go the wide receiver screen, finds his receiver Kane Harris for a 4-yard reception.
Yeah, good job by Harris, but it looked like Drew Heatherton was right there on the point of attack and almost had the interception. 100 bits from Cease as well, trying to restart that hype train.
So here we go, 2 receivers to the left. Murphy under pressure, finds Mount Everett for a 1-yard reception.
Yeah, Leland Everett, his first catch of the night. It sets up a 4th and 6, and a little bit of no man's land here. Iowa's going to be aggressive.
So here we go, 4th and 6. We'll see if they can convert. No man's land, under pressure. Murphy hit, sack for a loss of 8 yards. It's a turnover on downs for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, that is exactly what North Carolina needed. Bob Payton, the senior defensive tackle, coming around on the edge and just bringing down Murphy wide open in the middle of the field to give the North Carolina offense a little bit of momentum. 100 bits from Ben. Ben has been loving the stream tonight, David.
Oh, he has been showing some love, and we appreciate him. So now 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Barden gets the carry and gets 2 yards.
Yeah, good carry by Eric Martin. Those delayed draws always give the D lineman a chance to undercut the tackles, and it was a really good job by Eric Martin. Put his foot in the ground, getting north-south, and taking what he could get.
So 2nd and 8, 2 by 2. Quickly throwing left, has a receiver. Hancock finding his tight end right there, Frankie Frederick. Her 4th catch, 99 yards already. We're still early in the first half.
And nearly at the century mark already for Frederick, has been the big play weapon for Johnny Hancock.
So now 3rd and 1. Martin gets the carry. Martin gets the 1st down and more, and it takes 3 Hawkeyes to bring them down.
Running right there by Eric Martin, you see it in between the tackles. It really shortens the field to where he could just go north-south. Aaron Skinner on the stop, but a good conversion for UNC.
1st and 10 now. Hancock quickly throwing left, has his receiver, Troy King Jr., 3 yards. And all of a sudden, Cade, it looks like Hancock has a lot more confidence back there.
Well, he started 1 of 6, David. Since then, he is 9 of 10.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Barden blocking for Hancock, quickly throwing right. Finds Troy King Jr. It's a 3-yard reception, and that brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, just echoing what AD Daniel Gunn said about North Carolina and Johnny Hancock. He's been a leader since day 1. He can make any throw in this offense.
Here we go, 3rd and 5, under pressure. Johnny Hancock sacked for a loss of 8 as Ryan Dean getting credit for it, but he was 1 of 3 Hawkeyes. Okay, that defense, talking about not flinching, BZ has these Hawkeyes firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and you talk about it right there, a whole flock of Hawkeyes bringing down Hancock. Hard to make a throw when you got that many guys on you. And I talked to Measy about it. You got, look, you got the reigning national champs coming into town. They're clicking at the right time. What have you told your team heading into this game? He's like, look, we don't chase moments like this. We create them. We have earned the right to be here, and we've been building toward this all season. We give respect to North Carolina, but we're focused on us. This moment is not too big for us. It's exactly what we've prepared for.
So now Iowa starts this drive at their 20. It's 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And we have Murphy running left. Murphy hurdling a defender, 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
You always kind of want to grit your teeth right there when they go for the hurdle, because a lot of bad things can happen. Good job by Angel Lopez wrapping up Declan Murphy, but a good game nonetheless.
So now it is 2nd and 4 for the Hawkeyes. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to go wide. Receiver screen. North Carolina saw it, and they have a touchdown. Tar Heels, a pick 6. And just like that, the Tar Heels down by 1 score, Cade.
You win the national title by doing it in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. And North Carolina's defense gets it done there. It was Zach Access's first pick 6 of the season. He has 1 interception. I believe that was only Murphy's. I think he had 2 last week, but it's only his 4th interception on the season.
Yeah, he has had a phenomenal season. And here is the return. Kane Harris, 27 yards. Talking about a momentum change. All of a sudden, North Carolina seems to be in the driver's seat, but Iowa has done well responding so far. 2 receivers to the left for Murphy. Handing this one off to Mercy, who runs right. Gets to the line of scrimmage, will bring up 2nd and 10.
Good job by CJ Storm, and we talked about it, how Declan Murphy, only 4 interceptions on the season. You see Wormweaver in chat, 3 of them are wide receiver screens. Daniel Gunn shed some light on this. I'll talk about it after this play.
2 receivers to the left, and this is Mercy running up the middle. Mercy running over 2 Tar Heels, 13 yards and a 1st down.
And I talked to Daniel Gunn. I said, look, Declan Murphy's been one of the most efficient quarterbacks. How do you even begin to slow him down? He said, no doubt he's been efficient. He's only had 1 game with more than 40 passing attempts. Our focus is to slow down the run and make him throw it.
Talking about slowing down the run, Bo Styles 14 yards to the right. He is halfback 2 tonight, but making the most of every carry.
And you see it right there. I mean, North Carolina, they want to slow down the run and force Declan Murphy to throw it. Not that he can't beat you, but North Carolina says we would rather Murphy try to beat us through the air than these running backs beat us on the ground.
Two receivers to the left from Murphy. The blitz was coming. He finds his receiver. Bo Styles out of the backfield, 9 yards. 2nd and 1 across midfield to the 35 of the Tar Heels.
And those little checkdowns to the backs out of the backfield, those are basically just an extension of the run game.
Here is Mercy tonight, starting halfback. Gets to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Will Nielsen right there bringing down Mercy. Good job by Nielsen, stopping him and not giving up any extra yardage on that run.
3rd and 1 now for the Hawkeyes. 2 receivers to the left, and Styles is running left. Styles has the first down. Styles has some room. Styles, it's a foot race out at the 4. Bo Styles, 31 yards on the carry, and that is not slowing down the running game like they wanted to do.
No, it isn't, and you can plan to stop it all you want, but execution is different than plans. Bo Styles over 800 rushing yards on the ground. Manny Mercy almost 400 on the ground. Declan Murphy over 700 on the ground. This is a run-first Iowa Hawkeye team.
At the left hash mark, the 4-yard line. It is 1st and goal in the PX1 Sports Red Zone. Manny Mercy up the middle and stop at about the 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Manny Mercy going for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half, but the Tar Heels are saying not so fast. We're going to stand up right here.
2 receivers to the right now. Styles in the backfield behind Murphy to the left. And it will be a read option. Touchdown! Hawkeyes!
It took 10 games, 8 regular season, and 1.5 in the playoffs for Declan Murphy to get his first rushing touchdown of the season. What a job by the sophomore quarterback.
So there's Ryan Moreland and there's Declan Murphy, and they are complete polar opposites when it comes to the red zone.
Yeah, because we know we always joke it's the Ryan Moreland special, running it when you're in the red zone. But Declan Murphy said, you know what? It's about high time I get one with my legs.
And now Iowa with a fantastic response, Cade. A pick 6 and then marching downfield for the touchdown extends it back to a 2-score game as the Tar Heels start at the 25. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Martin to the right of Hancock, quickly throwing left, finds Brandon Richardson, that 13-yard pickup, 1st down.
A good catch by Brandon Richardson, first catch of the night on a slant route, my favorite route. You see Tori in chat saying, you need to get a throat lozenge or something.
The touchdown calls have got me this year. Martin running left, picks up 4 yards.
A good carry by Eric Martin. You see he's averaging over 4 carry. North Carolina would like to go to him a little bit more, but the game script, when you're down 2 scores, you kind of have to keep pace with Iowa.
I mean, absolutely. This looks like it's going to be a shootout. Loaded pistol for the Tar Heels. Martin gets carry, runs left, taken down at the line of scrimmage. That brings up 3rd and 5, Kate.
Aaron Skinner's 6th tackle of this first half. Good job by him. But, I mean, if you're North Carolina, you have been here before. Deficits do not scare you, especially in the playoffs.
2 by 2 now for Hancock. Blitz is coming. Blitz gets home. Hancock sacked for a loss of 7. It took 2 defenders, but a quick 3 and out for the Hawkeye defense.
Yeah, the 2nd defender was Jesse Briones, gets credited with the sack and an immediate timeout. Like I said, the immediate timeout stops the clock. Iowa is still hunting for more points.
And they are Mercy on the 8-yard return. And now what can...
I just saw that.
Look, I ignored that. Look, there's times that you have to know when not to pour fuel into the fire, okay? We're moving forward, Cade. We're moving forward here. 1st and 10 for Iowa. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tied in motion from left to right at the 34. Murphy under pressure, throws left. He finds Everett past a diving defender. It's a 1st down, but I tell you what, great effort from the Tar Heel defense.
Yeah, Leland Everett's one of the strongest tight ends in the CFSL, and being able to even tackle him, let alone push him out of bounds, it's a feat in and of itself.
First and 10. Two receivers to the right for Murphy. He will throw to the middle. Finds his receiver. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup for Kane Harris. 2nd and 1.
And Declan Murphy just taking what the defense is going to give him. It's one of those things that's just settling down, and Declan Murphy showing why he's so efficient.
And we do have a ask a broadcaster a question. We will get to that in just a moment. 2nd and 1. Two receivers to the left, two to the right for Murphy. Manny Mercy to his right. Gonna go halfback screen to Mercy. The defense stiffed it out, but Mercy breaking tackles, breaking hearts, and it's a first down for the Hawkeyes.
And it's a whole herd of Tar Heels to bring down Manny Mercy. Norman Page asking a broadcaster how much longer till hang out. 7, 8 months? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I feel like it's closer to 8.
Not soon enough is the correct answer as Murphy takes a shot left. Incomplete. Cade, I've been to 2 hangouts. I think you've been to 2 hangouts as well, but we had an absolute blast this past summer.
This was actually my first hangout. This was my first hangout.
Oh, okay. Well, nonetheless, we had a blast. Murphy throwing right finds Everett for a 1-yard reception.
Yeah, Leland Everett, we're smaller shoes, but yeah, hangout was an absolute blast. I can't wait to go back. In fact, a lot of the people that are in the San Antonio area have hung out a couple of times since then. And, you know, it's one of those things that we really love doing for the league.
Here we go, 3rd and 9. Again, go to Mercy on the right-hand side. I've heard there's a theory that the San Antonio population in the CFSL may be growing by a few by the end of the year, waiting on a confirmation.
Well, I'll let you speak on that right there. Bob Payton tracking down Manny Mercy on the 4th down to force Iowa. It's a long field goal attempt. Got another 100 bits from Ben. I mean, clock's not going, so they will have to snap this one.
And the field goal is up, and it is no good. Kylie Eden, a rare miss. You're not going to see that often. In fact, she's only missed 1 all season. So 29 seconds left in the half. It is 28-14.
And you're going to give North Carolina a chance here, probably about another 20 to 30 yards out.
Here we go. Martin will get the carry. Martin with the hurdle, and then he is leveled after a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Colt Mormon said hurdle this and put an absolute level on him.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Martin to the right of Hancock. Martin does get the carry. Interesting play call as North Carolina takes timeout.
Yeah, I don't hate the call. Kind of want to see if it busts open. And Corinne, if I see you, it really depends on how this next game goes.
Here we go, 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the right. Hancock, he's got time, throws right. They have the first down, but the ball's on the ground. They're calling it a fumble. Brandon Richardson recovers, and it's 4th and inches. Oh, goodness, why are they not going for it?
I would love to say go for it, but clock stopped if you don't. Iowa's right on the edge of scoring range, so I don't hate the decision to punt it, but after the catch fumble, it's kind of like we got to try our luck a little bit.
So now 8 seconds left in the half. Iowa up by 2 scores. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Murphy does have a pick 6 tonight. They're going to go halfback screen to Mercy. Mercy's already broke a few tackles, including one right there, 6-yard reception. And that is going to end the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through what has been a fantastic ball game. 28-14, Iowa on top early over the defending champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Cade, what are you looking for in the second half for Iowa to keep their foot on the gas?
You know, I paid some local reporters to kind of stop Daniel Gunn and Measy before they went into the locker rooms and kind of just ask the coaches, thoughts. And Measy's thoughts were, he's like, look, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. And we got to control the game on the ground. So Iowa wants to keep running the ball and take the deep shots when they open up. It's a matter of, is that going to happen with the win? Measy did say he and his defensive line need to get more pressure on Johnny Hancock. He has a little bit too much time back there, and we saw it all in those scoring drives. Talking to Daniel Gunn, he was furious. I said, what are your first half adjustments? He said one word: tackle. He said, we cannot win if they keep getting 5+ yards before contact. And you see these first half stats. Passing yards is relatively even. Iowa's got the lead, but the rushing yards, it is just absolute domination by the Hawkeyes on the ground. That's what they wanted to do coming in. That's what North Carolina wanted to stop, but they just haven't gotten it done yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Though only one turnover so far. And this game really did start out what seemed to be a defensive battle, Kate. And then all of a sudden the Iowa's offense just started lighting it up, and their defense bending, not breaking, not flinching, in the words of Beasy. And I mean, it has been a fantastic ball game. Now North Carolina starting the second half has Zach Axis with a 21-yard return.
It really has been a fantastic game, and it's paying off in the viewership. We got about 80 viewers across all three platforms. Thank you all for joining us here on this Tuesday night quarterfinal action. But North Carolina looking to jumpstart their offense here.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Barden in the backfield. It's the read option for Hancock, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage. David Ware, Kate Padgett in the booth with you for a playoff game, and I'm so honored to be in the booth with you, Kate.
And we called a couple of games early this season. We called a lot of playoff games last season. It's really good to be back in the booth with you, David.
Absolutely. Two receivers to the left and one to the right. Barden in the backfield will get the carry, and this is an aspect of the game that they have struggled with tonight so far.
And 6 yards on that one for Eric Martin. He's dropped below the 4 yards per rush. That's ideally where an offense wants their running back. But Iowa, they're kind of pinning their ears back here.
30 at the 33 now for Hancock in the Tar Heels. Under pressure, the blitz is picked up, delivers a strike, and Fritz Donlin jumps in front of that one, knocks it down. A 3-and-out for the Tar Heels.
When the quarterback has that much time in the pocket, you really kind of want to hold your breath as a defense, because the receivers, they're going to find a way to get open. But Fritz Donlin just stride for stride with the receiver, and I will neither confirm.
Oh, my God. Is on the ground. Manny Mercy leveled, Kate. I hate to cut you off, but momentum change possibly right there. If they review this and they don't, wow, what an arm punt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to go back to it. What a play by North Carolina.
Barden running left does pick up 1 yard. Look, all facets of the game, that's what you mentioned earlier, the defense making a big play. Here's their special teams play. Can the offense respond?
And for a team like Iowa that has been so efficient with ball control, they're losing the turnover battle 2-0.
Here is Hancock throwing left, kind of floats that one, finds King for a 5-yard reception, 3rd and 5.
Hey, good job by Johnny Hancock right there. But if I'm Daniel Gunn on the sidelines, I'm really talking to Hancock, say, buddy, this is your game. It's on your shoulders.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left. I expect Frankie Frederick involved, but we're going to go halfback screen to Martin. Can Martin break free? Short of the first down. It's 4th and inches. That's retro to our famous podcast we used to have a long time ago.
Good job by Eric Martin. Reaching for that first down. I wouldn't have hated if North Carolina went for it on 4th down, but they didn't. Buddy Fitzpatrick, good luck, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Good job, my buddy. They say it every time he makes a field goal. I have to say it with him.
So 28-17, North Carolina getting some points. Not the touchdown they wanted, but they do close the gap. But hey, Iowa doing what Iowa does. They have their special teams play. 10-5 touchdown!
Payne Harris, 101, 101 on the return. You saw it right there. Harris got it done early in the first half on a deep shot. Now he gets it done in the kick return. And just when you think North Carolina's getting a little bit of momentum, making special teams plays, Iowa says, hold on, ours are just a little bit more special.
Oh, goodness. Again, every time North Carolina makes a big play, Iowa finds the perfect response, Kate.
They really did. It was 7 minutes left. It's 35-17 Iowa over North Carolina. Did you see the Hawkeyes throwing up a young fan in the stands? And you see Measy, he's like, look, we just had the fumble, but we didn't flinch. This is what we're here for.
And here is the Tar Heels return out past the 30. Zach Access with the 26-yard return. 1st and 10. We haven't seen Frankie Frederick in a while. Do you think they find Frederick here?
I feel like this is just a passing drive, and you're trying to find Frederick and Troy King Jr.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right, and they're going to go Eric Martin rushing to the left. Picks up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
This is why I'm in the booth, because I say they need to throw it, and they're just going to run it. I say they need to run it, they're just going to throw it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, we did have a wager, like how many times can we make you look goofy?
I do it by myself. I don't need help.
I've heard you have a face for radio, but empty set for Hancock as receiver comes back in the backfield and looks to take off, then winds up passing a nice play right there, Troy King Jr. with the 10-yard reception.
My wife says I'm very handsome. Good job by Johnny Hancock finding Troy King Jr. right there on the crossing route, moving the chains. And but yes, my mom says I'm handsome too.
I think your wife just likes your giggle stick, but not your face. 3 receivers to the left is the read option, and Hancock runs right, and Hancock runs over a Hawkeye. First down, 17 yards on the play.
And Johnny Hancock exercising some frustration on that read option, just running through defenders. It's not really a piece of his game that he does a whole lot. He's got 6 rushing touchdowns, but he's only got 266 on the ground. If that's what's going to get this offense going, you got to keep it doing.
Absolutely. Now 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And we're going to see the read option, and Hancock trying to take the game into his own hands. Hancock running downfield, taken down after a 20-yard gain inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
Yeah, Johnny Hancock just showing he's a little too big for Michael Hunt in the backfield, and you see him being brought down right there. Johnny Hancock, he's really showing how tough he is tonight, hanging in against a top-ranked team and holding up the reigning champs, giving him a chance.
Aaron Skinner with the tackles. Hancock keeps it himself on the read option again, breaks another tackle, 5 yards, and it's 2nd and 5.
And that was Skinner again bringing him down. But if I'm North Carolina and Johnny Hancock, I'm keeping this read option active.
Loaded pistol for Hancock. Eric Martin with a stiff arm from you-know-where. Touchdown! Tigers!
Was that Eric Martin or was that Derrick Henry? What a stiff arm by Eric Martin. And that drive by North Carolina was about exercising some frustrations. They are the reigning champs, but they had the biggest projected deficit in terms of spread in the quarterfinals. They said, hold on, we are not done yet. We deserve to be here. We're going to make the Hawkeyes flinch.
And we will see what this return can do. Already 1 kick, 6 and wide. Not another one possibly. Kane Harris, 52 yards. Someone has some bulletin board material somewhere.
Yeah, Kane Harris is fixing to have over 300 all-purpose yards after that return. What a job by Harris.
Now across midfield at the 47 to start the drive. Murphy will keep the ball himself and not airborne. Looked like a ballerina after that hit.
Oh my goodness, Drew Heatherton. What an absolute wallop of a hit.
It is Christmas time, so we have the Nutcracker brought to you by the Tar Heel defense live on Tuesday night in the CFSL. Here we go, 2nd and 2. It's going to be the read option. Murphy keeps it himself, goes up the middle. It will be an 8-yard carry and a 1st down.
And it was all Johnny Hancock on the read option on the previous drive. Now you see Declan Murphy doing it and Snare on the stop, but oh my goodness, man.
So now 1st and 10. Murphy rolling left, throwing left, and Jackson Strong losing a yard after being tackled.
We talked about the spread on this drive, so we're going to talk about being degenerate gamblers. How does this one end? Does Iowa win by 1-14? Does Iowa win by 15 or more? Or does North Carolina pull the comeback in back-to-back rounds and win? You got 5 minutes on the prediction. Go wager your channel points.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. Murphy will throw left, finds Bo Styles out of the backfield. A 4-yard reception. It brings up 3rd and 7.
Angel Lopez bringing down Styles. Rarely do you see Bo Styles go down on first contact, but he did right there.
3 receivers to the right now for Murphy. Manny Mercy to his right in the backfield. Comes out for a pass. Murphy scrambles. Murphy sacked. A loss of 8. The Tar Heels defense led by Benny Wellington. His first sack of the night. 4th and 15. Bending and not breaking. The Tar Heels fighting their way back.
Yeah, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year nominee for this year, Benny Wellington. Big beef on the sideline, or big beef on the side right there, bringing down Murphy and forcing Iowa out of field goal range and forcing them to punt.
And here is the punt that we mentioned. Ooh, it's a good angle. And I think we got ourselves a for the brand moment.
It might be. I mean, it's not as good of a for the brand as we've seen, but it's inside the 15.
I will call it a for the brand as a 2x2 set for Hancock. Play action, throwing left, and he finds Troy King Jr. on the left side. It's going to be a first down for the Tar Heels.
And this is the drive if you're North Carolina. You need not points, you need a touchdown on this drive.
Absolutely. 2x2 set again. Martin to the right of Hancock. Play action, read option, Hancock running right. Does pick up 2 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, wanting to go back to the read option because it worked so well previously, but Fritz Donlin says, I've seen this play. I've read this book, bringing it down for only a 2-yard gain.
I think the Iowa defense is well prepared now. 2nd and 8, Martin getting the carry up the middle. It's a 4-yard gain, 3rd and 4, and you have to convert here.
Yeah, Fritz Donlin throwing his body out on the line to bring down Eric Martin, but this is as big of a 3rd down as we've had tonight.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Martin gets the carry. Martin stopped, a 2-yard gain, 4th and 2. The Hawkeye defense gets the stop and forces a punt.
Yeah, good job by Colt Mormon. You saw it. He was playing the bootleg, but as soon as he recognizes the quarterback doesn't have it, get your butt down the line and bring down the runner.
Here is the punt return for Iowa. Manny Mercy, 12 yards on the return. Cade, we're 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Iowa up by 11. Do they take a shot here? 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Murphy. Empty set, under pressure, throws left, and it's incomplete.
I would have said that no, they're not going to take a shot, but when they line up in 5 wide to start the drive, yeah, they're going to take a shot, and Declan Murphy just didn't like what he saw, and air mailed it out.
They're going empty set again. They want to get downfield. Murphy throws left, finds Mercy out of the backfield. That's going to be a 4-yard reception, 3rd and 6 for the Tar Heel defense.
And a little bit under 2 minutes, or under 2 on the prediction, you guys. If you're still going, get those channel points out.
So here we go, 3rd and 6 for Murphy. Throws to the middle, has a receiver, Dante Della Vega. His first catch of the night. I was up, and Dante Della Vega only 1 reception.
That is stunning right there, but a good job to get your first catch, holding on to it on a big 3rd down.
Shocked as Declan Murphy up the middle takes a 4-yard loss.
And Murphy ran right into the backside of his offensive lineman, and Vinny Wellington said, all right, well, thank you very much. I'll just go ahead and take this TFL there and set you back in 2nd and 14.
So now 2nd and 14 with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right at the 48-yard line. Murphy on the read option, runs right. Murphy, and he gets across midfield to the 45 of the Tar Heels.
I think if Iowa can get any yards here and it not be a first down, let's say they get 3 or 4, I think they'll go for it on 4th, but we are right on the edge of no man's land.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mercy in the backfield and gonna check down to the middle, finds Dante Della Vega, a 4-yard reception. I think they got enough to go for it here.
Yeah, I would agree, especially with the time of the game. I mean, apparently we don't know what we're talking about because out comes the punting unit.
As I said, I expect him to punt the ball here. And, and here is the punt. It will not be a for the brand moment. This goes out of the end zone. So North Carolina getting a couple stops. Now they need to capitalize, though. Frankie Frederick still has not been active in the 2nd half. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Play action as Hancock rolls right, throws left, finds a receiver. That's going to be Xavier King, 19 yards, and a Tar Heel first down.
And you were calling for Frankie Frederick. Frederick was in the area, but the ball ends up in the hands of Xavier King on the long crossing route. I'll call it a slant because every crossing route's a slant route, and it's a good way to start the drive for North Carolina.
I am fully convinced that every route is a form of the slant route for you.
It is 100%. You can't tell me otherwise. If we could only run slants, we would never lose.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right as Eric Martin gets the carry. Eric Martin broke free from the first defender, gets back to the line of scrimmage. That brings up 2nd and 10.
And Barry Jr. on the stop right there. Good job by Martin getting back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's one of those things that North Carolina, again, just take what you want.
So now 2 receivers to the left. As Hancock is under pressure, avoids the first defender, tries to go left and finds a defender in his way. Aaron Skinner with the deflection.
Good job by Skinner. Frosty's asking me if every route is a slant route, are you not running slants every play? Yes, I'm running 5 slant routes every play.
Here we go, 3rd and 10 for Hancock. Pressure coming, the blitz is picked up, finds his receiver, Willie Bertram. A 1-yard loss, 4th and 11. Again, the Hawkeye defense not flinching.
Yeah, and Fretz Donlin leading the charge right there, bringing down the receiver. It's a little too conservative here if you're North Carolina. Our broadcast partner Ryan Moreland has a saying, you throw short, you stay short. And look, scared money don't make money at this point in the game.
I mean, absolutely down by 11, and the Tar Heels are punting. We'll see what kind of special teams return we get on this one, and a broken tackle. Manny Mercy, 10 yards. We have time for one more play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, if you're Iowa right here, I'm just running the ball, getting to the 4th quarter, and starting a little bit of a 4-minute offense where we start bleeding the clock.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Murphy. He's going to take a shot to the middle. Again, not listening to use Alvarez, an 18-yard reception. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 3, 35-24, Iowa on top. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll be right back for the 4th quarter. Welcome back to the 4th quarter. Let's see the fours. Let's see the biddies. Let's get hype as we have ourselves a playoff game. Declan Murphy throwing left, has his receiver. It's a 1st down and more as Dante De La Vega coming alive in the 2nd half.
Yeah, nice toe tap by De La Vega. We have the prediction results. 74% of the wagers went on Iowa winning by 1-14, about 63,500 channel points on that. 23% of the wagers went on Iowa to win by 15 or more with 20K, and 3% of the wagers had North Carolina winning with 2,500 channel points.
2 receivers to the right now. We're going to go jet sweep as hit as Kane Harris at the 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, for as active as Kane Harris has been tonight, it's only his 1st carry. Not really a guy that you want to see running the ball if you're the Iowa Hawkeyes, but still a good carry nonetheless.
Catching passes, returning punts, kicks. Declan Murphy now running left. Declan Murphy making some plays, 8 yards on that carry, and it's 3rd and inches.
Now call it a Tony 8 if you will. We got 85 viewers across all 3 platforms. I would really like to see triple digits.
I would love it. Let's get it going. CFSL, make sure your locker rooms are in here. Manny Mercy running right. Manny Mercy has the blocking for the 1st down. 2 yards on the carry.
And you would really like to see Manny Mercy put his foot in the ground and get north-south, but nonetheless, he got the 1st down, and it is now a red zone opportunity for Iowa.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, quickly going wide receiver screen to Dante De La Vega at the top of the screen. It's a 6-yard reception, 2nd and 4.
Ben with 85 bits in chat. That was the play that they threw the pick 6 on earlier. Those wide receiver screens are always dangerous, but a lot better blocking on that one by Iowa.
2 by 2 set now for Murphy. Mercy gets the carry, dances around the middle, breaks free, and Mercy 6 yards, and it's a Hawkeye 1st down.
5 yards per carry on average for Manny Mercy, 55 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. He's looking and hunting for his 3rd.
Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Murphy in the gun, tight end in motion from right to left. And it's going to be the option as Murphy cuts back inside, picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5, great awareness right there by Declan Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy has no rushing touchdowns coming into this game. He's already got 1. He's trying to get his 2nd. Good run by Declan Murphy.
2 receivers to the right. Everett out there lined up the monster as Murphy keeps it himself. Touchdown!
It took, like I said, it took 9.5, almost 10 games. And now Murphy has not 1, but 2 rushing touchdowns right there. Oh my goodness, what a drive by Iowa to really cement themselves well in front of the Tar Heels with under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, it has been absolutely an electric game for Murphy in this offense as we see the Tar Heels on the return. 1st and 10, 24 yards by Axis.
You saw North Carolina in round one stage the comeback against Auburn, and they are the reigning national champs for a reason. But with under 7 minutes left, you're down by 3 scores. It's time to go.
3 receivers to the right for Hancock. Quickly throw it to the middle. The defense was ready on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
It's a good job by Iowa learning from the Frankie Frederick big touchdown in the first half to not be up and kind of just play top down.
4 receivers to the left. They've got to take a shot, and Hancock does across the middle, and that one is knocked down. 3rd and 10. Great defense by the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, like a center fielder in baseball, Will Wagner read that one the whole way, got on his horse to knock it down.
4 of 14 on the money down. Tar Heels have not had much success. Hancock deep down the left side has a receiver. Holy cow! Brandon Richardson, 45 yards. A much needed conversion for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, Michael Cole was in great position, but with the wind, it was a little bit of an underthrow by Johnny Hancock right into Brandon Richardson's hands. A great throw and a great catch, and you need anything to get going right now for this offense.
Now at the 33 of Iowa with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hancock, he will quickly throw right, and it's a dangerous throw, and it's in fact picked off. Can the Hawkeye defense get a score? It's a foot race downfield, and it will be stopped at the 28-yard line. Brian Dean, though, boy, I tell you what, he thought he had himself some points.
He thought so. It's his first interception on the season for Ryan Dean. But that has been the model for Johnny Hancock this season. A lot of passing yards and a lot of passing touchdowns, but a lot of picks. 14 interceptions coming into this game. That is number 15 right there, and just a freshman mistake. You got to put a little bit of zip on that one if you're Johnny Hancock.
2 by 2 for Murphy in this offense now. 1st and 10. Mercy getting the carry. He does lose 2 yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Good job by Vinny Wellington, just cutting inside, getting off the block and bringing down Mercy in the backfield. If you're the Iowa Hawkeyes, your foot has to still be on the gas. There's still time on the clock. It ain't over.
2 receivers to the right. 4 down linemen for the Tar Heels, tied in motion from right to left. Mercy getting the run, going left, has some blocking. Manny Mercy. Holy cow. No mercy on the Tar Heels as Manny Mercy breaking free for the first down.
You know, the mercy jokes write themselves. Lord have mercy, no mercy. Manny Mercy is doing it all. 70 yards on the ground. He wants his 3rd rushing touchdown. He's trying to get it here.
I feel like this is going to be Declan Murphy going for the hat trick when it's said and done on this drive. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
I think we're back now.
All right, Dante De La Vega, a 4-yard reception, brings up 3rd and 6 as we're now in the red zone. Here is Murphy looking under pressure, fighting off the first defender, but cannot fight off the rest. 4th and 13 after CJ Storm gets the sack.
And good job by CJ Storm and the North Carolina defense holding Iowa out of the end zone, forcing them to settle for a field goal. Yeah, welcome back. Now it just completely froze on our end for a minute there. 18 points. If the field goal goes up, it'll be 21. It's one of those things that it's still a 3-score game. North Carolina's not out of it yet.
And we'll see. Kylie Eden did miss a field goal earlier. This one is good. So 45 to 24. Iowa Hawkeyes on top with 5:01 though.
Yeah, Phineas, I did not enjoy my commercial break because normally if it's a commercial, I get to go to the bathroom and I get to get a sack. I have not gone to the bathroom yet, so no, it wasn't a commercial break for us.
And here is the return by the Tar Heels in our first, what I assume would be clipping call of the night.
Yeah, it's the dreaded clipping call. It's a little shocking. This is the first one that we're going to see, but Neil Bennett just setting the offense well back in the shadow of their own end zone. Not what you want to do when there's a mountain of 21 points to climb here.
I really feel like the Tar Heels have less than a minute and a half to get a touchdown here if they want to be able to pull this one out. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Hancock under pressure, throws this one away, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, but it's one of those things you can't look at it as a 21-point deficit because you're not going to score 21 right now. You just got to get a touchdown. You got under 5 left. You're probably counting on 1, maybe 2 onside. So, like you said, minute and a half, 2 minutes to go get it.
Here we go. Hancock throwing right. Had a receiver. Yeah, when you turn upfield, though, you got to make sure you hold on to it.
Will Wagner was there at the point of attack and got his big hits in there. It's a good job by Will Wagner on the deflection.
So now 3rd and 10. Here we go. Hancock taking a shot down the field. And this is how you get some quick points. The Tar Heels 10-5 touchdown. Tar Heels.
You have been chiming and piping away for big Frankie Frederick to where they have been. Where's Frankie been this second half? And right there, 85-yard touchdown. Well, they don't need a minute and a half. They needed about 30 seconds.
And holy cow, this is absolutely crazy. They got within quick enough time. Can they get the 3 and out now and get the ball right back down by 14 as Kane Harris, a very mild 27-yard return. I feel like he's slacking at this point.
And a little shame on him. Your averages are going down, but it's worth noting we are right on the edge of that 14-15 point line for the prediction.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go. Mercy out of the backfield. Alvarez with the 2-yard reception.
And it's one of those wide receiver flare screens. Get it out to Brykeem Alvarez. If you're Declan Murphy, a little bit more zip on that. You can fire that one in there and give Alvarez a chance to make a move. But if it floats out there, he's got to wait for it, and he's not going to have as much time.
And you have to worry about the defense having time to react quick enough. So here we go now at the 35-yard line, right hash mark. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Murphy has 2 in the backfield with him. Styles on the play action. Murphy quickly throwing left, finds Manny Mercy, picks up 5 yards, 3rd and 3. This is a pivotal play for the Tar Heels defense.
Yeah, North Carolina really wants a solid chance at coming back. It's got to be right here. Good job by Angel Lopez. But Iowa in 5 wide.
3rd and 3, empty set, as you mentioned. Mercy in motion from left to right. They're going to go to Mercy, and Mercy cannot escape. It's 4th and 3, and a 3 and out with 3:38. We could not have designed a better flow for these plays here.
No, and North Carolina, if you're going to come on, you got to come on late. And right here, it's a quick score to Frederick, a quick 3 and out. And under 5, they were down 21. Now we're sitting at just under 3.5, and they're only down 14.
Access with the 8-yard return. I still believe they only have a minute to a minute and a half to score. At this point, they will have to rely on the onside.
I wouldn't say it's relying on the onside, David. They still have all 3 timeouts, so they can score here without using any of those timeouts. It's a completely different ballgame.
Well, they're going to go empty set to start. Hancock going to take a shot to the right side, has a receiver. That's going to be Schuler, 4 yards, 3rd and 6.
Good job by Ethan Schuler. Catch on 1st down, set up a 2nd down, 3rd, or a little early there, not 3rd down yet.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Under pressure, Hancock gets rid of it, and the defense knocks it free. The clock will stop with 3:01.
Corey Reese subbing for 46 months. Good Lord, that's a long time. David, you and I both know that those off-balance throws by quarterbacks are always dangerous.
You pucker up when you watch that play. Here we go. Hancock throwing to Martin. It's the screen, and Martin not able to get across the line to gain 4 down territory, you would imagine, though.
Yeah, I think you really got to go for it. Will Wagner on the stop, doing it through the pass deflections, and now bringing down the running back. This is pretty much the game here, David.
2:49 on the clock. 3 receivers to the left for Hancock. He throws to the middle. It's converted. The Tar Heels, Xavier King, 10 yards and a 1st down with 2:43 left in the ball game.
And now North Carolina's going to pick it up and go tempo.
Here we go, 2 by 2 for Hancock. Martin comes out for a pass. A shot deep down the middle. It is intercepted. The Iowa Hawkeyes making the big play. Aaron Skinner has a couple deflections tonight, and now what should be the game-sealing interception.
Yeah, Skinner just playing the center of that field right there like a good safety always does, and just said, Johnny Hancock, thank you for the interception. And now under right at 2.5 to go, 3 timeouts. You are relying on a 3-and-out and an onside kick.
I expect to see Mercy getting the carry here, and he does. Up the middle, cuts back in, picks up 9 yards, 2nd and 1.
And North Carolina got to save their timeouts. I mean, if you got a little less than 9 on that play, maybe they would use them, but a lot more likely to convert a 2nd and 1 here.
I expect a timeout after this play, no matter the result. 2nd and 1 now, and Mercy getting the carry, running right, and he does get the first down, and the Tar Heels use the first timeout.
It's like you know what you're talking about. CJ Storm on the stop right there. But again, just top to bottom, Iowa has controlled the trenches tonight.
And read option, Murphy gonna run left, keeps it himself. And Murphy doesn't look like he's contented for this score to finish like this.
No, he's waited all season to get rushing touchdowns, and now that he's got 2 of them, he wants another.
He wants the hat trick for sure. 1:43 left in the ballgame. And this is Styles having a nice run up the middle, and North Carolina taking their final timeout with 1:40 left on the clock.
Katrina Pink, 6th tackle on the night for Pink. But if you're Iowa, you have done everything that you needed to do tonight, defending home turf, showing why you earned the #1 seed at one point during the season, and that your reign in the Big Ten is just beginning.
Annie Mercy up the middle for 3 yards. We're now at 1 minute left as Iowa uses every second of the play clock. And Mercy with the carry. Mercy starting out to the outside, cuts back inside for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 1.
And you know Manny Mercy's wanting to get another 10 yards right here to get himself to the century mark. But if you're, I mean, Iowa's not going to kneel it out. They're going to keep running plays.
2 receivers to the left. This should be the final snap of the ball game as Mercy runs right, breaks a tackle. Mercy still on his feet, and Mercy down at the 15, a 14-yard carry. That puts him over 100 yards. But ladies and gentlemen, we are final in Iowa as the Hawkeyes 45-31. Cade, let's wrap this one up.
And the Iowa Hawkeyes, in their 2nd season back in the CFSL under Measy, have marched their way into the Final Four and now await the winner of Texas A&M and Florida State. North Carolina, hats off on a great season. Great job winning the national title last season, just couldn't get it done this year. But you will be back with freshman Johnny Hancock. But like Measy said, the Hawkeyes didn't flinch, and they were made for this moment.
Absolutely. I want to thank our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner, Cade Padgett. On behalf of all of us, you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Come right back at 8:30 as Texas A&M and Florida State look to seal the final spot in the Final Four. We'll see you guys at 8:30. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep your game face on and your spirits high. We'll see you in just a little bit.